Welcome back to another episode of AoE Theater. We've got an arena game here from people who are... Oh, they've already deleted their walls. We've got an arena game, people. I've swapped up what I was gonna say. We've got an arena game from players around 1,000 elo. We've got AoE Sweden in the blue with Bulgarians, which is an interesting choice for arena, I think. I know they can get creposts and kind of do an annoying strategy with that, but it doesn't always work. So we'll see if Red over here can defend against it. Red is playing as the Turks, and their name is I Want the Gold. So we'll see if that means both the in-game resource and the victory crown. Get it? Man, I'm so good at humor. Excuse me. Okay. Both are making their lumber camps. Usually you would want to only have one villager building it, and then while that first villager is building it, the first one that you sent is usually the one that builds it. While that one is building it, you want to just send your others directly to a tree, because it's always, that villager is always going to be done building by the time the other villagers get 10 wood. And blue is also like overstacking one side, but that's being nitpicky. It doesn't really matter at a game at this elo. Truly. Probably matters more where my elo is at now. I actually got back up to the mid 1100s, so I'm doing well again. And you know, blue is actually pushing deer, so props to him. Of course, blue is focusing on that a little much compared to actually luring boars. I feel like these guys, there should be at least 7 here on this cow here, and one of these guys should be out luring the boar so they can switch over to the boar, and then 3 or 4 on the deer is fine. Is usually what I do. It seems to be working well. I don't know. I really need to learn a better fast castle not uptime, build order. Because I've really got to improve my fast castles if I want to be able to play arena at 1100 elo. Right now it's just a mess. Okay. Just like Blue's economy, it is just a mess. That's a long way to walk. Blue hasn't lured in any boars. There was 1 on the mill. 1 on the berries. This is... Oh, no, blue. Oh, my god. Okay. Blue is showing everybody what not to do when it comes to deer. Build a mill. Like, if you don't want to push it, it's probably better to just build a mill if you're planning to go for the deer. And now look at all that walking time that the villagers have to take to get back to the town center to kill the boar. And it's not even fully under the town center. Although I am being a little harsh on Blue Sweden here. AoE Sweden here. So I will go look at what Red's doing. Of course, Blue is a villager behind. Maybe because Red hasn't researched Loom yet. It's probably the reason why. So, not too big of a deal, because Blue actually has less idle time. So, it's actually better for Blue in that regard. But Red's going for a much more standard food collection here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This is not something I would expect to see in a 1000 elo game. Oh, and the boar is not even going to be under the town center. This is even worse. This is... I really hope Blue can recover from this. Even chopping straggler trees. Just send them you don't have much on wood, just send them to the wood line. Like, if these guys are gonna go on farms soon, you know, that's fine. I do that. I'm sure some high players do that. When they're about to build farms, though. These guys are gonna be sitting on the straggler trees until you finally get up to feudal age, and then it's just gonna be a bunch of walking back and forth. But both players are up, and blue's only 20 seconds behind, roughly. Still pushing deer. So, red took a little longer to do that. Ugh. Okay, well, red is also taking food out from under the town center. So, you know, all around there are mistakes being made. I also make these mistakes too, so it's not like I'm on my high horse. I would never kill a sheep out from under the town center. It happens. More than I would like to admit, because I don't pay attention all the time. But this is egregious. This is... Oh my... Dark Age farms. Multiple sheep getting killed. This guy's still on a straggler tree. At least he heard me about the farms. But you really don't want to be making farms in Dark Age. Because ideally you want horse collar before you make farms. So you lose less wood over time. It's just a way to save wood, basically. Of course, that being said, somehow blue is 200 score higher than the opponent here. I'm not sure how or why. Could be because red scout was in the base for quite a while and actually still isn't scouting much. Whereas blue's seen quite a bit of the map. Wait. Oh, blue, you don't even, you've not even got your gather point on a resource. Oh. This is not looking good for blue. Okay, well, they set it to gold. Red's got a faster castle age time than me, though. That's a... They've got a better build order than I do. They're already clicked up. Actually... This is around the time I would click up at, like, maybe my best, most perfect arena performance, but that was probably no sweat for this guy, I'm gonna be honest. They're probably better at me when it comes to... Better at... Did I... Ugh, I'm going a bit insane. They're probably better than me when it comes to fast castling. Because I'd assume with the Turks... being their civ, they're the ones who favorited arena. Okay, okay, blue, the writing is on the wall for blue. I think blue is gonna not be alive much longer. Blue's just researched supplies on arena, which, you know, if you're gonna go infantry, you want to get that, but why are you going for infantry in feudal age? They've also got walls. Unless, you know what? I am ridiculing it, but blue could go for a siege tower. That would be fun to see. But red is already up, and blue's wasted their resources on supplies and wheelbarrow, and they don't even have a single feudal age building. They're just now building the blacksmith. Oh god, oh no, blue. And red's definitely going to castle drop here. 9 villagers coming out with 730 stone. Blue's gonna see that. Blue's gonna see villagers walking out. Blue was probably looking back at his base, though, as the scout made his way over there. Okay. I don't know what that does for red, other than alert blue that red is gonna do something weird on blue's walls. So I'm not... I don't know. I'm not sure why red's doing that. But the castle's... Oh, gonna go directly on the wall. Let's see. Okay. Let's get in the mind of blue. Oh, yes. Okay. The men-at-arms are gonna go out, and uh-oh. I've been house-walled against. Oh, but look, I can delete it. Oh, but now he's house-walling around. Uh-oh. I might be in trouble. I've only just now clicked up the castle age. Oh, blue. This is bad. Something tells me blue was not expecting this to be on arena. Okay, I mean, deleting this side isn't going to work much. I think you might even... The light cat is going to annihilate the... Okay, well, now the castle's shooting. And the best thing blue can do is run back inside, hoping as many villagers survive as possible, and just wall that off. Just wall it so red can't run through, and just go on stone so you can get your own castle up, and try with all of your might to get up to Imperial Age before red does. Okay. Thought that was a mining camp for a second. Oh, but here come the Janissary. What can blue do against Janissary? Oh, well, you know, free longswordsman upgrade. But, okay, then it dies. Okay, well, blue's just throwing units. Oh, never mind. That was, like, automatically... Oh, blue, why are you making... What? Okay, see... I think... Red now is going to start making Janissary and monks. Which, you know, that's pretty good for red, but I'm assuming that's why blue is going scouts. But blue hasn't seen the monks yet. And I actually think these monks are, their only purpose is grabbing the relics. So... What? What did you try to build back here? Okay. Oh, blue's having some problems back there. I think blue's got tunnel vision. Nothing is happening on blue's side. And red is making more Janissary. Oh, heavy plow will save the day. Okay, well, blue refuses to wall this off, even though it's a necessity, because these Janissary are going to start running in and they're going to kill your infantry, your light cav, your villagers. Oh, and that the arrows from that final shot actually managed to hit that scout. The more Janissary there are, the harder it is to deal with. Blue's gonna have to make a switch to skirmishers and light cav. That is if red actually goes for monks, but I don't think they will. It does look like red just wanted 3 monks to get relics. And blue accuses red of spectating the game because they see me spectating it. This is live. I don't think I can speed up. Oh. Well, I can. Okay, well, let's slow that back down. I don't want to speed run. I mean, speed through the whole game. Now, blue, that's a bit rude. Come on. Red's playing pretty well. Of course, you know, blue could pull it back with the siege. If red doesn't start making any cavalry, I think a ram push and some mangonels to crush these guys could work. Oh, but now red's going for a ram push. I don't know. I think it might be better to go for mangonels, just because one of blue's like only counters here is either like large amounts of cavalry or skirmishers. And it's going to be easier to get the skirmishers than it would be cavalry. So you would usually want something to guard against skirmishers. Which Rams can too. They pull the fire from archers, but I don't know. Maybe I like mangonels too much. That could also be... it could be my problem. So, blue is very suspicious of red cheating by spectating right now. Even though there's been nothing to show that red is. Red hasn't predicted anything that blue's been doing. Red hasn't just secretly known where things are. I mean, he's just placed a forward castle. And blue, you have a second gate. Okay, well, oh, blue, you're floating so much gold. I think blue could buy up to Imperial Age with all that gold alone. Depending on, I actually don't know. That to buy or sell? Looks like that's to sell, because I don't know why buying stone would ever be cheaper than it is to sell it. I mean, okay, whatever. The market confuses me. I confused my own self somehow. And instead of going up to Imp, blue's gonna make a 4th town center. I mean, blue doesn't really know the danger they're in right now, right? Unless they're, like, staring at the score down here, they won't know that red ever clicked up. And, I mean, it's not like red's making too much, so there wouldn't be any reason for blue to assume, like, oh, he's making too many units, he won't have enough resources to go up. But I am a little surprised that red is managing to get all of this, all of these units, all of these resources with one town center. It's a pretty good 1 TC push, like all in. Honestly, I respect it. I do 2 TC pushes, so 1, that's beyond my skill set. Now, red, I was gonna say they don't have many economy upgrades, but I mean, I don't know why you would need handcart in this situation if you're not gonna focus on eco. Oh my god. Blue's castle just got killed by arrow fire from red's. Ouch. That is why you start building castles with more than 5 units. There's not like a specific number with villagers, of villagers that you would want to start building a castle, but if your opponent's an imp, maybe don't build a castle near theirs with so few villagers. Oh, and I'm not sure why red's castle is now able to... Did Vodka Arrow just come in? Oh, here comes blue's siege. And... oh... well, you know, red would have won that, but oh, they're gonna use the bombard cannon to crush it all. But I think if red had just not run back, red could have totally denied the castle from going up at all. It's not like red's in a bad position now, though. Certainly not. Blue has clicked up now, though. If blue can hold long enough, blue could manage to do something. Red, while having the advantageous position here, doesn't have all that much military. You're gonna have to figure out a way to get rid of the hussars and the janissary, but I mean, once you get rid of the janissary, there's like nothing else that you have to deal with other than like treading down the castle. So, okay. That's like it's the first military units of blues this whole game other than the siege. Now, there's only one bombard cannon right here. I'm not sure why this one is just sitting there, but this guy's the only one firing at the castle. So, okay, well, blue doesn't have any more stone. I'm gonna say if blue kept repairing, blue could keep the castle up, but that will go down. Because blue doesn't even have that few villagers on stone. I'm not sure why they were out. I suppose you repair quicker than you gain resources. Blue's actually collected more resources than red, which makes sense. Red's got like a 1 town center economy. Blue's got 4 or 5. I'm not even... It's 4. I could have easily counted. Look down here. Don't know why I say these things. Oh, okay. Well, no GG is called. Presumably because blue still thinks red was spectating. I'm sorry for accidentally framing red. I just wanted to watch an Age of Empires game. Don't blame me, AoE Sweden. He played well for the situation he was in. I mean, the start didn't do him any favors, but I think both players did have questionable starts, like questionable Dark Ages. But you know, mistakes happen. They probably already know they messed up a little bit, so no real need to keep harping on it. But red did well with applying the pressure, because what you usually want to go with for Turks on Arena is fast imp. And I mean, I think it's safe to say, while red was up faster, I don't think that was exactly a fast imp time. And even if it was, red didn't do much with it for a while. But with that castle there, I think blue just got so tunnel visioned here that blue forgot units other than siege exist. And yeah, I don't know. I think blue panicked a little bit, placed the castle in range of the castle, of red's castle. So that was a big waste of stone. That didn't help too much. And it just, like, if even I don't do this enough, but for anybody watching, the best thing I've heard that you can do when you get castle dropped is, like, wall it off, try to hold, and then while you're doing that, just, like, I don't know, make a TC or, like, a mining camp out here on some gold or stone, and a lumber camp or TC on the trees, and then just build your economy outside of the walls. Because they're going to be focusing on trying to break in. But if you move like half of your economy out here, it won't be as harmful if they actually do manage to break in. And it's just less claustrophobic in the end, right? You're not as cramped in here with 4 town centers on the same screen. Well, 3. You're kind of more spread out. Well, not exactly as eventful as the last game. I think that that will go down in history as my favorite episode of AoE Theater. Unless I see something like that with, like, a civilization that's necessary, like, that is necessary you keep your town center up. Which I'm not sure which that would be. Just off the top of my head. But, I mean, most civilizations, because your town center is kind of the thing that creates villagers. I don't think I will see another Sicilian town center drop for the rest of my life. But, you know, this one was decent too. So, thank you for watching, if you did, and have a good rest of your day, or a good rest of your night.